What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Inside Zone. Listen, you've been reading a lot of articles. This is what you do in the off season when your NFL team loses. They flame out badly towards the end of the year, and the Super Bowl's over. You binge Netflix. You start reading about what happened last year, and you start prepping for some good basketball towards the end of the season. March Madness is coming up, and NBA playoffs. If you have a team, it's a good time of year, somewhat. Baseball starting up, spring training. But I saw an article recently that Paul Feinbaum has been going in on Kirby Smart about keeping Mike Bobo, the offensive coordinator, around for a third year. Kirby Smart and Mike Bobo, they have history. Bobo's been with Georgia before. It's always been like a blah type of offensive coordinator. Nothing too terrible, but never anything extraordinary, right? He's always just been an average offensive coordinator everywhere he's been. He's never been great at anything. But he's, as we would say, he's in the good old boys club, right? He's a good guy, I guess players somewhat like him, and other coaches really like this guy. I think he played quarterback or something like that as well. But again, he's been blah as far as his career as an athlete and as a coach. So what's going on with the Georgia offense, right? Georgia under Kirby Smart, when Kirby Smart brought in Todd Monken to run the offense, and they told us that Stetson Bennett was going to be our starting quarterback. Excuse my language. We all said, "Oh boy, here we go. This is about to be a laughing stock. We got great defense, and we're about to go into the season with a walk-on, journeyman, too short, not fast, weak arm quarterback to lead our team." Oh boy, that's what we all thought, right? And lo and behold, Todd Monken, man, turned the Georgia Bulldogs into a machine, right? 2021 and 2022, Georgia Bulldogs under Todd Monken averaged 40 and 41 points a game. In 2021, we were at like 460 yards total offense per game, and then in 22, 500 yards total offense a game. We were rolling through people, dude. Just mashing them, running, passing, the whole night. Now, we did have Brock Bowers and McClunky. I just butchered his name. Don't kill me on that, guys. But we had decent wide receivers, and we had a great running game, right? And some would say we had a great wide receivers and a decent running game. Either way you look at it, Todd Monken had that offense humming. That's why when he got to Baltimore, it wasn't a surprise to see Lamar Jackson putting up career numbers, right? It's a travesty he got overlooked for the MVP, but that's another video. Go check that one out as well. But I digress. Todd Monken is a great offensive coordinator. Everywhere he's been, at least in the last 10 years, he's been elite, and he's upgraded the players that he's been coaching. Entered Mike Bobo. So Mike Bobo comes in 2023, and the Georgia offense is only averaging 30 points a game, right? It's only a 10-point differential for the most part, 41 points versus 30 points. But in the grand scheme of things, those are games where the offense significantly struggled against subpar talent, subpar teams in lower divisions. Those are games where teams 100% shut us down on offense, where we couldn't do anything. And then also bring in Carson Beck, right? The quarterback, the new quarterback that came in. Carson Beck out of Jacksonville, strong arm, elite talent, former baseball player. Could make every throw in the book. And you say, okay, Carson Beck is pretty much the stereotypical pro quarterback, right? The stereotypical Power 5 and then soon to be NFL quarterback in the NFL. He can do everything. Yeah, and he even has a little bit of athletic ability as well. So what's the difference between Stetson Bennett running the offense under Todd Monken versus Carson Beck running the offense under Mike Bobo? Everything, right? So an offensive coordinator is there to diagnose his team, diagnose the talent that he has, and build a dominant offensive strategy around the talent that he has, right? So take Todd Monken with Brock Bowers, right? Early on, you were able to see that Brock Bowers is going to be an elite tight end prospect, right? We had Ladd that was injury prone a little bit at Georgia, but he was still good, right? And I want to say we also had George Pickens as well under Todd Monken. George Pickens stayed hurt as well. So you had some guys, right? Todd Monken took that, and he knew that, hey, look, we had a guy that was super smart behind center in Stetson Bennett. If you don't know anything about Stetson Bennett, go look up his stats from high school. Go look up his stats at Georgia. You know what Stetson is, right? Stetson is the gamer. He's the ultimate gamer. He's not the tallest. He's not the fastest. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but he'll beat you. Somehow he'll figure out a way to beat you. He's that guy, right? Think the kid. Oh my God, my brain is going fried. The kid down in Tampa that came from Cleveland that was in Oklahoma or whatever. Thank him without the attitude or the fake moxie type of stuff that he does. That's Stetson Bennett, right? Just a good guy. But so you take Stetson Bennett out, you put Carson Beck in, different personality, more pure talent. So you think there should be no drop off. And then you have massive drops from the wide receivers. You have massive interceptions. You have poor game management, poor preparation. I mean, literally, in some of the games that we saw last year, teams that were way beneath our talent level shut us down. We should not have won against Kentucky. The Georgia Bulldogs should not have. You know what I mean? When we lost to Alabama, it was because the Georgia offense looked pathetic for 4 quarters of the game. So, you know, the Georgia Bulldogs under Mike Bobo, hey, look, Kirby, I get it. You're loyal. Kirby is loyal to a fault. I get it. But Mike Bobo isn't your guy, man. Mike Bobo is not your guy. I mean, look, in my professional world, right, the saying goes, if somebody's been average their entire career, don't hire them and expect them to be above average now, right? You know what I mean? Most people are who they are. If John shows up at 8:02 every day and that's an hour late for work, then John is always going to show up an hour late for work. John is not going to all of a sudden change his attitude or the way he does things just because he's in a new place, right? So look, not to prolong this video, but I just thought it was interesting that as far as from an offensive perspective, Kirby Smart is sticking to his guns going in with Mike Bobo again this year, at least as it stands now. Right? I mean, look, some people say the talent should outweigh the coaching, all that good stuff. All the players need to do is execute, but coaching matters, man. Coaching matters. Coaching severely matters. So be interested to hear what my other Georgia Bulldog fans think, what going into the 2025 season. What are we going to look like? Who's going to carry the load for this team? What's going to be the strength of this team? Is it going to be Nate Frazier at running back? Is it going to be, some surprise at quarterback? Are we going to line up and just pound the ball behind our offensive line? Are we going to try to air it out again and hope that these guys can catch? Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, share. And again, welcome to the offseason, folks. These are going to be some fun times. It should be a lot of good pouting and reflection going on from all the fans across the country, and looking forward to it, man. Spring game should be around the corner as well, so that'll be some more content to put out there. But let me know what you guys think. We'll see you on the next one.